Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of our Federated Search series. My name is Quentin, and today we're going to be talking about the different layouts that you can attempt with the SmartSuite Federated Search. Now, we're going to go through 3 of the different layouts today. However, because of the flexibility of the SmartSuite platform, there are endless possibilities on how you can set up the federated search yourself. So the 3 methods that we're going to have a look at today is the simple federated search, where on your schools collection page you will see your search results for your schools collection. You'll then have your federated search underneath. Okay, nice and easy. Your users, they have one page where they can see all the information as they scroll down. The second is to create a brand new page and have your schools collection dedicated to all the resources that are in your library, and then have all of the federated searches on your second brand new page. The third method is where you create multiple containers and you apply them onto the page for the different search areas, and we'll show you that as well. So let's go and have a look at layout number 1, which is to go to your schools collection and insert the federated search directly onto that page. Now we're going to be doing this on our schools collection page. So just like we did in episode 1, before we do any editing on any of these pages, first thing we need to do, select Page Settings. System goes into edit mode. We can then go to our page builder and we can select Results Container. We can verify that that particular widget has been selected, and we can go Append to Page. Now that has placed a new results container onto the page underneath all the already installed widgets, and the settings for that widget has automatically popped out. Now we've already got a widget here that's searching database, so we're going to change the container type to Fed Search. We can give it a description, so when we're looking at our page settings, we know which container we're wanting to edit. And because we've already got some federated searches configured with this particular platform, we just simply select the data source that we want to connect to and click Attach Search Area. Now if I was to click Save, this container would only show results from the Gutenberg project. I can make that container a little bit bigger. I can move it down just to separate it a little bit more, and then I can save my changes. Now when we do a search, we have our school or our library collection, and if we scroll down a little bit further, we've got all the results from the Gutenberg project. Okay, now let's say that we wanted to also add 1 or 2 additional federated searches to this container here. All we need to do is go back to our page settings, click on the settings for our Fed Search container, select one of the pre-configured data sources that we've already set up, and attach that search area, and we can see that here. Now, one of the quirks, when you are when you are attaching search areas to your container, top down is the order that SmartSuite will show the data sources left to right. So as you can see here, I have Gutenberg, Science, and Google. If I save those settings and have a look, you can see Gutenberg, Science, and Google. Now, if I want to reorder these tabs, I go back to my page settings, go to my widget settings, okay, and remove the data sources to get the correct order that I want. And then I can go ahead and re-add Science as my third result. Save that. And I've now created layout number 1, which is to simply place the federated search at the bottom of our search collection page. Sorry, schools collection page. Now, if we want to get a bit more advanced, and we're a little bit concerned that if we have too much information on one page, our users are just going to get a little bit overwhelmed with the information, what we can do is we can leave schools collection dedicated to the library resources. And we can go and create a brand new page that's going to allow our users to search all the subscription databases that we have configured. So, in order to do that, we want to make any changes to the system. First of all, we go to page settings. Now, one of the parameters at the top of the screen now is new page. So if we go ahead and click that, it says to us, what do you want to call your page? Now, be very careful when you input the name, because once you've input the name, you won't be able to change the name yourself. Now, if you would like to change the name because you have made a mistake, all you need to do is submit a ticket to our customer service team through the mailbox, and we can do that at the back-end system level for you. Okay, but make sure that your spelling is correct, make sure that your punctuation and all that is correct, because whatever you put into this bar here is what is going to be seen by all of your users in your system menu. So we're going to go ahead and call this page Global Search. Not a lot of users or clients know what a federated search is. So we've got a lot of customers that call it Global Search. We've got Web Search, we've got Database Search. Make sure that you name it something that's going to be easily identifiable by you and your clients. So we've got Global Search, and we go Confirm. Now, once we've done that, the system is going to say, okay, you now need to apply a widget to this page. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select Results Container. And we're going to append it to our page. Now again, we don't want to search the database. We're going to change that to Federated Search. Give it a description and do exactly what we did before, which is to go ahead and attach our data sources in the order we would like them to appear left to right. We can save those settings, change the container size, and then click Save. we now have a brand new page and our container set up. Now, some additional modifications that we can do to this page. First of all, we would like for our global search page to appear under the search menu. Whenever you create a new page, the system by default will insert it under the configuration. And that's like your drafts, because only library administrators can see configuration in their system menu. So to change the location of your new page from global search to search, go back to our page settings and enter into the page builder. Down the bottom here, you can see menu group. Change it from configuration to search. Will it be displayed on the menu? Make sure that that is ticked. If it's not ticked, SmartSuite will hide your new page from the system menu. And we do this so that you can create libguides where you can have hidden pages that are only accessible within links from other landing pages. This one here is very important. This is your security level. At the moment, because it's still in our draft mode, it's saying that only librarians are going to be able to see it in the system menu and have access to view it. We need to downgrade that to one of the roles beneath it. So we can say that teachers and above can access the federated search, which means none of your students will be able to. We can say logged in users, which means that anyone that has a valid account to your SmartSuite platform will be able to see it. Or we can say it's open to the public. Now, most users, because you're paying for the subscription, you don't want to have that access available to your subscription to all of the public without logging in. They will say login users. We hit save. And once the system refreshes, if we go to our system menu, our global search is now available under the search category. Now, the next thing that you might want to do is change the background. So once again, we're going to go to our page settings. We're going to go to our page builder. And over on the left-hand side, we have an option here for backgrounds. Now, SmartSuite comes preloaded with a number of different backgrounds that you can select from. Okay, all you need to do, have a bit of a look, and remember that anything that you do on this page is only going to affect this page. So changing the background to dusty sky, clicking save, is only going to change the background for your global search page. If I go back to my schools collection page, you'll see that the background is completely different. So don't be too alarmed that you're making changes and it's going to affect the entire system. Page Builder is only going to affect changes for the page that you're currently on. Okay, you now have a brand new page with a federated search container. You have changed where the global search is going to be categorized in the system menu, and you've updated your background. Now, if you have any custom backgrounds that you want to upload, in your page builder, clicking on the word background will bring up a system file explorer where you can navigate to your computer and select the JPEG that you want to apply as the background for this page. So if you've got a picture of your library and you would like to apply that as the page background, you can do that by selecting background, choosing the file, and then clicking save. Okay, so that is layout number 2, which is to create a brand new page and have all the federated search containers on that separate page. So now when your students go to your home page and they execute a search, system will always default to schools collection. If they need some additional resources outside of the school resources, they can then go to search, global search, and execute a search in your global search page. Later on, we will be doing a YouTube live event on the shortcuts bar at the top. Now that means that where you've got search page and TV4Education search, you can also have another entry called global search. So your users don't have to go to system menu and perform 3 clicks to get to it. They'll be able to execute a search, click global search, or execute a search and go back to search page. Okay, so make sure that you keep a lookout for the shortcuts bar YouTube live event, or if you're interested in it in the meantime, feel free to shoot a message off to our customer service team and they'll be able to assist you with how to configure that. Now the last layout that we're going to have a look at is to separate the data sources into their own separate containers. Now I'm going to go and do this on our new page. Okay, so at the moment we have Google, Gutenberg, Wikipedia, and the science database all on one tab. Now you might want to separate these out and have a little bit of order to what your users are looking at. So you might want to prioritize the data or the subscriptions that you're paying for. So I'm going to go to my page settings and I'm going to remove everything that's not from Google. And I'm going to save that. Federated Search, Google. I'm going to go to my page builder and I'm going to add another results container, change it to Federated Search, and I'm going to add all of my EBSCO databases. We'll call that Fed Search EBSCO. And instead of it being underneath the Google results, I'm going to click and drag it to the top of the screen. Because I'm paying a little bit of money for it, I want to make sure that people are actually using it. Make that a little bit bigger. Go back to my page builder, results container, change it to Federated Search. We're going to do the Gutenberg project. I'm going to make my Google search a little bit smaller. Going to throw the Gutenberg one next to it. And we're going to do one last one. Which is going to be our world book. Okay, and we might put that in the center and about that big. I'm going to save all those settings. Okay, so now when we do a search and we click OK, we see all of our EBSCO results at the top. Point of view, history, and our science databases. As our users scroll down the page, they can see the Google related results, so everything from Google, Wikipedia. They then have another container which is the Gutenberg, and as we scroll on a little bit further down, we can see World Book if our subscription was configured correctly. Now, it is up to you as to how you use the tools that you have learnt from the session today. So you might create one page called Global Search, and you might configure one container with all of your data sources. You might create the new page and do what we've done here, where we've split the data sources into the different containers. So here's my EBSCO, here's my Google, my Gutenberg, and my World Book. We might also create multiple pages. So in your search, you could have Global Search EBSCO. When your clients redirect to that page and they execute a search, they have one container, or they have multiple containers, but they are only to do with the databases from the EBSCO subscription. They can then go to search, Global Search, Google. When that page loads, it only shows Google data sources, Wikipedia and the Google search. Now that you've got those basic tools and understandings of how to use the page settings and the page builder, you can now go ahead and configure the federated search the best way for your environment. Okay, so just to recap, layout 1, go to our schools collection page and simply add a results container to the bottom and attach our different data sources. Layout 2, create a brand new page, insert our results container onto that page and attach our different data sources. And layout number 3, apply multiple results containers to the one page, but set up each different results container to search specific databases. That concludes episode number 2 of our Federated Search series. Thank you very much for joining me today to go through some of these functions of SmartSuite. Make sure that you stay tuned for episode 3, where we're going to be talking more about the features and functions above and beyond a normal global or federated search system. SmartSuite has the ability to do citations directly from your federated search subscriptions. It has the ability to create multiple lists of resources using multiple databases. And we also have a really neat little feature which allows administrators a one-click function to catalog all the metadata from those third-party sources directly into your database. And we're going to talk a bit more about that next week. Once again, my name is Quentin. Thanks very much for attending. Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of our Federated Search series. My name is Quentin, and today we're going to be talking about the different layouts that you can attempt with the SmartSuite Federated Search. Now, we're going to go through 3 of the different layouts today. However, because of the flexibility of the SmartSuite platform, there are endless possibilities on how you can set up the federated search yourself. So the three methods that we're going to have a look at today is the simple federated search, where on your schools collection page, you will see your search results for your schools collection. You'll then have your federated search underneath. Okay, nice and easy. Your users, they have one page where they can see all the information